this summer about how you saw yourself as a defensive back, and that's where you were. Now that we're a couple weeks into training camp and you've been doing some hitting and all that good stuff, do you feel as comfortable back there as you were hoping you would?
Yeah. I feel like I haven't really like truthfully like spent a lot of time back there probably since like my first year of college or maybe even like high school. So yeah, I feel comfortable, very comfortable back there. I feel like I picked everything up fairly quick and have like a good grasp on basically every position in the secondary so far.
What do you make of playing when you're deep safety, for instance? What do you make of playing that at your size? You don't see a lot of real tall guys like you.
Yeah.
Built that big, even playing that position. What could you do with it because of your size?
Um, I mean, personally, I feel like I can really take away. Like I feel like I have a lot of range. So I feel like when it comes back there, like to the middle of the field, that really just like with my speed and my size, my length, that I'm like really able to take away like most of the field back there. And um, personally, like I tell our corners play aggressive because I got you. So I feel like back there, like I'm really effective and um, it's very beneficial for the team. Helps a lot of people out. Allows JT and Buddha to, go down there, get in the mix of things, and cause havoc down there. Those are two elite players, So personally, I just feel like me being able to play there kind of goes a lot back to, just playing baseball. I played center field and third, so kind of just all goes back to that, so I don't really, to me, it doesn't really seem like it's weird or different, maybe because of my size, but I guess to the naked eye, it does look a little crazy, right?
I said a follow-up on that. Does it feel like it's natural in a way? Like, I think that's where you were kind of always kind of supposed to be in a way?
Yeah, I mean, like everybody knows, Clemson offered me at safety, so it's not like safety is like a foreign language to me. So it's just really just going back to what I started off doing. And I like it because, in our defense, I feel like we're very multiple, so it's not like it's just limiting me to just being a post player all the time or a half, so I enjoy it.
When did you last play baseball? Because you didn't do track in high
Yeah,
school.
probably high school. When I was going into high school, I started taking things more serious. I got a couple track scholarships and
So
whatnot.
it's more like the other sports took you away from it, or did
Yeah, I actually really like baseball a lot, believe it or not. But yeah, I was better. I mean, I ran track my whole life, and they gave me the option to where I could go to track and then baseball, but that's doing too much. So I just kept with track. It helped me. It helped me a lot with football. So, and I enjoyed track. So.
How different is this year compared to the last couple of years when you were trying to learn other positions all over the field?
Sorry, you repeat that?
How different is this camp this year compared to the other years you've been in the league when you're trying to learn other positions all over?
Um, I feel like I learned playbooks really easy. So, I felt like I learned this playbook fairly quick. I started off learning a completely different position than I'm playing right now. Um, and really, I learned this position just now in training camp. So, I feel like this one's like fairly. It's a little more simple, but I mean it's complex, but it's a little less to learn than our last playbook we had. So I think that's just like allowed me to really hone in on details a lot faster, opposed to learning such a big bulk. And I just think that our staff does a really good job with the way we install things, and like we're not gonna install 20 calls and then go run it that same day. We install things day before. They give us time to go and study things, as well as come to the meeting the next morning, as well as walkthroughs before practice. So I just think the coach's plan on how they teach it to us is also very key in helping me learn it as well as the other guys. And they've also been like real open to like ideas of what'll help us and what won't. So
Why do you think you're so easily?
I really got to give credit to Brent Venables. I feel like he had us running like an NFL style playbook in college, which we actually did have to install 20 calls and go execute. You know, else for getting screamed at while he's playing scout team quarterback. So I really think that, you know, just him putting that load on me at such a, you know, young age. I'm kind of young for my class, so at 17 years old, you know, learning all that and going out there and having to do it, I feel like that's what really prepared me for these playbooks.
As someone who's played multiple positions, did you have a preference, and if so, did you express that to the coaching staff on where you know, if you wanted to focus on one position this year?
Yeah, that was actually one of the first things they asked me. They're like, "So where do you see yourself?" And I told them I didn't want to play linebacker. So there's just things in there that I just, you know, you get thousands and thousands of reps at this point at seeing that I never saw before, and it was my first time doing it. So I just felt more comfortable getting back to things that I had done in the past, and yeah, just kind of ran off with that.
You talked about playing, you know, baseball and track. How much did doing all that when you were younger help you now? Because like you're a center fielder, locating the ball in the air, as a safety, kind of playing center field out in the secondary.
I mean, personally, I feel like everybody should have their kid do track. Growing up, I feel like it couldn't go into really any sport and help you out. Just like honestly learning how to run, it can help you be more efficient in really any sport you play. So personally, I feel like track really helped me. You know, I feel like I'm pretty fast. No, actually, I think I'm top 5 on the team. Cause I'm not going to let them run away with anything. A lot of them guys think they're faster than me, but I think I'm top 5 on the team. So with that, and then also as a long jumper, that was really my main event in long jump, or in track. So I feel like that just helped with my explosiveness. So I really think alternative sports really play a big factor in the, you know, other sports that you play.
You're a guy that loves to hit. Are you going to be able to get enough hits in to your liking by playing where you're at now?
No doubt. Why you don't think that?
Well, I think you're going to get a lot of picks.
Yeah, I mean,
But I don't know if
JT and Buddha, they've had plenty of hits in the past. So there's times where I'll be able to, you know, be incorporated more like down in the box and whatnot. So I don't have no worries with that. And like me and Buddha and JT, we race to the ball every play. So I'm going to win a lot. So I'm going to get some hits in for sure.
So you still think there'll be potentially opportunity depending on matchups, game situations where you could be moved around a little bit? So
You know, I'm really not sure. I don't really know how our new staff game plans and whatnot quite yet. So I guess only time will tell.
Did you give credit to Michael Wilson for breaking up your interception Saturday, or were you just?
Yeah, I did. That was a smart play by him. I feel like most receivers probably wouldn't do that. So credit to him. You know, he went to Stanford. He's a smart guy. So.
What do you think about Friday night? It's the first preseason game. Usually, guy, you're not a big deal, but this is kind of big.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I'm just excited to get back under the lights. You know, have our fans back out there, family back out there. I mean, you know, this is every time I step out there is like a dream come true all over again. So I don't take any preseason, regular season, postseason. I don't take any game for granted. Just knowing how it could be your last. So personally, I can't wait. You know.
You feel like you have to prove something to anybody?
I mean, I feel like I got to prove something every year. So this year is no different than it was my first year, second, third, or anything. Like, I just can't imagine anybody would want to go out there and not have their best season every year. So, you know, I just treat it like the rest.
I think when you told the coaching staff, hey, I don't want to play linebacker anymore, I want to do this, that they listened, like that they allowed you to kind of do what you would like to do.
Mm-hmm. Did you say, did they allow me?
How thankful are you that they listened to you when you told them that?
Oh, I mean, I'm very, very happy. I mean, if they came in here and was like, you're going to be a Mike linebacker, then, you know, I would have did it to my best ability. But, I mean, I think that they understood that maybe wasn't maybe my, like, design position I should have been at. And I'm actually happy that they allowed me to just come in and lock in on one position first. And I mentioned that to them. I said, before we get going on anything else, I would like to master one thing first in this defense. And thankfully, they allowed me to do that. And it's just naturally carried on to me learning, the free safety, the strong safety, the nickel. And obviously, you're going to learn what the corners do. So.
You have a favorite baseball player growing up?
I have a favorite player right now. Not necessarily growing up. I've just been a Royals fan growing up, but Fernando Tatis. I'm a big fan.
Do you give Hollywood a run for his money in a race?
Yeah. I think I can beat him. I ain't gonna lie. We can get to like Rondell and Andre. Like they're really, really fast. So that.
If your top 5 were the players you think that would be above you?
Above me?
Yeah, your top 5, right? Who are the other players that could in the speed, right?
Rondell, Andre Bossanelli, Hollywood, for sure. Trying to think. JT's fast. He says he has the fastest recorded speed. I don't know about that. Maybe Kyler. He's real quick, so.
I know, generally speaking, being versatile has been one of your calling cards and is a good thing. Is there such a thing, though, now looking back after 4 years, as being almost, is it frustrating, like almost too versatile because you can't find the exact thing that you're best at?
I think a lot of goes into play with that, A lot of that had to do with, what we were doing on the field. And, there was times where I was playing in a position maybe because, we were down in injuries, or, I don't really want to say. It's just certain circumstances that kind of played into me playing some positions last year, opposed to maybe doing what was best for me. So now I think what's best for me is actually what's best for the team. So I think now that's probably why it looks like I just feel like a little more free, like more like myself in my game.
How much has them not picking up your option been kind of a driving force for you?
I mean, it wasn't going to change how I played regardless, so it is what it is.
Thanks, Isaiah.
Thanks.
Isaiah.